Hello, everybody! My name is Nixnoctis. Let's start with the most popular sport of the world, which is soccer. Of course, everyone knows that. Also, there are a massive number of soccer fans in the video games genre. So, today, we bring you the latest but greatest best soccer games on PC. These are available on other major platforms too. And without further ado, let's get started with the first one. FIFA is one of the most popular football or soccer game series that began in late 1993. It was notable for being the first to have an official license from the FIFA organization. The series is listed in Guinness World Records as the best-selling sports video game franchise in the world. By 2021, the FIFA series had sold over 325 million copies. As of FIFA 21, there are over 1,700 players and 700 plus teams alongside more than 90 stadiums and 30 leagues that give you the real experience of the game. The newest FIFA games include Ultimate Team Mode that let you build your dream team of players from past and present. It also has a new co-op mode, a new way to team up with a friend online and compete for rewards, and Last House Rules mode where you can play matches that follow a different set of rules or even no rules at all. Overall, it's the landmark of soccer in video games. The next game on the list is Pro Evolution Soccer Series. Pro Evolution Soccer has a long-standing rivalry with EA Sports FIFA series and has sold 108.6 million copies worldwide. The Pro Evolution series strives to emulate real soccer. As such, gameplay simulates a typical game of association football, with the player controlling either an entire team or a selected player. Objectives coincide with the rules of association football. Various game modes have been featured in the series, allowing for gameplay variety, including the kickoff, online, and offline modes. In addition to these modes, there is an editing one where the player can fix, to some extent, the series' greatest problem: poor licensing. PES has also been used in esports, formerly known as PES World Finals, or PES League, in the Esports World Championship held by Konami since 2010. And yeah, it's one of the absolute best soccer games. The next game on our list is Rocket League. Rocket League is a very popular title in which we play vehicular soccer with rocket-powered cars. The game has up to 8 players assigned to each of the 2 teams using rocket-powered vehicles to hit a ball into their opponent's goal and score points over the course of a match. The game includes single-player and multiplayer modes that can be played both locally and online, including cross-platform play between all versions. The later updates for the game enabled the ability to modify core rules and added new game modes, including ones based on ice hockey and basketball. Rocket League was praised for its gameplay improvements over battle cars as well as its graphics and overall presentation. The game earned a number of industry awards and saw over 40 million players by the beginning of 2018. If you want a very fun multiplayer experience, try Rocket League. It's one of my favorite games, actually. And the next game on our list is Football Manager Series. The Football Manager Series is a series of true football management simulation video games, including many features such as updated player database and competition rules, pre- and post-match information, international player news, cup summary news, coach reports on squads, job center for non-playing positions, mutual contract termination, enhanced player loan options, and various other features. You even have the ability to throw a water bottle inside the changing room after a rotten first half performance. Managers can also take more control of their club's recruitment strategy with recruitment meetings. As of now, the latest game in the series features 117 leagues from 52 nations across 5 continents, and there are also 29 leagues across 14 countries, which were fully licensed for the game. You won't find a more realistic soccer management simulator than Football Manager. And that's a lot of stuff to do, so have fun! The next game on the list is The Sensible World of Soccer. In this old but gold soccer game, there is a career game mode, which enables players to manage a club through 20 seasons, and there is basic manager options, which include a transfer market. Every team has a squad of 16 players by default. Every player has individual skills like speed, tackling, heading, finishing, shooting, passing, and ball control. Player prices are calculated relative to their skills. Players can be transferred for other clubs by offering an amount of money and/or own players in a part exchange deal. To be able to buy stronger players and to keep them, it is necessary to earn money with success in the various competitions. Job offers from other clubs and also from a national team may roll in, depending on the success. The next game we have is Copanito All-Star Soccer. This is a free online soccer game that you can play on either Steam or a browser. You can pick your team and get ready to play matches against other teams. The gameplay is based on player skills, but that means you need to work on your precision and reflexes to be a better player. The teams or players in-game have no stats, so you are the stat yourself. There are also super moves that are skill-based, but the better you play, the more of the game. There are also super moves that are skill-based. The better you play, the more of them you gain during a match. Some super moves can even neutralize opponents' super moves. So, there is support for up to 5 controllers, 4 gamepads, and a keyboard, and you can play with other players around the world in quick match modes ranging from 1v1 to up to 5v5 matches. Sounds pretty interesting, right? The next game on the list is Football Tactics and Glory. Football Tactics and Glory is basically a combination of XCOM strategy mode with the Football Manager. So you can create or take control of an unknown club and raise it to the pinnacle of world football. Along that way, you can also make interesting decisions, fight in tactical matches, and upgrade your players in the RPG style. This game is about strategic planning and not micromanagement, so instead of spending time enhancing some characteristic, you can make a big decision that noticeably affect the destiny of your club. The matches has a unique turn-based system, and there's a powerful face editor that lets you make new players. You can make it through a football season in just a couple of actual hours rather than days, as is the case for other Football Manager games. Next, we have Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions. This is an association football sports game based on the 2018 anime series Captain Tsubasa. This game includes offline and online multiplayer modes, a single-player story mode split into 2 sub-modes. First, Episode Tsubasa, allowing players to experience the original storyline, and second, Episode New Hero, allowing players to create their own character and level up in a fashion similar to the FIFA series player career mode. In New Hero, players can choose to represent Nankatsu Middle School, Furano Middle School, Toho Academy, Musashi Middle School, or Ultimo Middle School before playing in the World Junior Youth Challenge, an international U16 tournament. This is an arcade retro-style soccer game with a fast-paced gameplay. The game features great pixel art and soundtracks that evoke nostalgia from the glory days of the 80s and 90s arcade games. The game has simple controls that enable a rich set of features such as charging and aiming your shots, directing your corner kicks and throw-ins, shooting lobs, dashing, and more. You can play single-player, player versus computer, 2-player, player versus player, or party mode in competitions. Pixel Cup Soccer currently supports only local multiplayer game mode, so there's no way you can play online with friends. Sorry about that. And the last game on our list today is Behold the Kickmen. Behold the Kickmen started as a silly Twitter joke and evolved like a beautiful flower into the year's least exciting and mostly incorrect football simulation. It's football, as seen through the eyes of someone with no understanding of or interest in the laws of football, aka me. In-game, you start at the bottom of a big, boring British football spreadsheet system, grind your way up, grueling match after match, to become the best at football that anyone's ever seen, and win the World Cup for your mantelpiece. The game involves kicking, passing, tackling, squad management, and doing goals over and over. There's even a full story mode, crammed with overblown melodrama and inane decisions to be made. The game has no online multiplayer and no local multiplayer. It's single player only. But, it's probably the kind of game that I would like. I'm gonna have to try it out. that wraps up our list of best soccer PC games. Hope you found what you were looking for. And if you liked our compilation, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. See you next time!